There's so many viral videos claiming that laundromats print money. It is easy, it is passive, and recession-proof. Well, but I think they miss out quite a number of details. How about the rent? How about the repairing cost? How about the franchising fees and the financing? Today I'm going to prop into the real math to show you how much you can actually get into your pockets so that you're not going to waste your time. Number one, the setup cost. The reality. Well, it will cost you $150,000 up to $250,000 for a small laundromat. Well, luckily, most owners would borrow money from the bank, financing 60% or 80% of the cost. However, there's also a downside. You need to have repayment of your loan plus interest, which will eat in your cash flow every single month. Second, market and revenue math. Well, obviously it doesn't mean anything if you know the cost without knowing the revenue. Well, actually how much goes into your pocket? Let's start with the revenue. Every single month a small laundromat probably get you $8,000 to $15,000 just revenue. But then you deduct the cost, the rent, utilities, maintenance, maybe even a staff, you might be left with 20 to 30% of net profit. Doesn't sound too bad, right? Well, this is until you haven't found out your dryers break down or one of the washing machines were vandalized. Plus, the energy price, which happened in Europe, goes up a lot. Then you might not actually make money. Number three, why some people still succeed? Well, obviously, or else you wouldn't see any of them. However, passive it is not. You need to be very hands-on or with the staff. But we do observe three criteria which can increase your odds of succeeding. First of all, you need to pick the right location. You need to do a lot of research to make sure that, first of all, not too many competitors are there, and this is the area where many people would have not their own washing machines. So that, for example, students that they need to go out to wash. Second, keep your machines running. That sounds simple, right? But there will be a lot of vandalism, broke down machines, which can kill your profits much faster than your rent. Last but not least, layer as many income streams as possible. For example, vending machines to sell coffee to drinks to the guys who are waiting for the laundry, value-added services like delivery or collection of laundry, wash and iron services, etc. etc. The gist is that you need to make as much income from the same customer groups and the location as possible. This might sound trivial, but it can add your profit margin 10 or 20% more on top. Number four, hidden risks. The biggest risk you could have are the utility bills, specifically energy for heating and electricity. I myself experienced a 3-time increase of my energy bill in Germany in 3 years. So this could be your biggest enemies to profit. Second, equipment aging. We're talking about the washing machines. If you want to change 10 of them, it would cost you more than $50,000 at least. So when you do the business case, remember to calculate that as well. Third, if you want to go passive, you will have an unmanned laundromat. That means there will be vandalism, there will be broken machines that are not running, a lot of downtime not fixed, and insurance claims. So do not underestimate this risk. You might go for franchising. As a franchisee, it sounds safer. There will be operating manual provided by the franchisor, which proven to work, and in turn, it's easier to get financing, obviously because they know this business model works, usually. But it doesn't come for free, of course. You need to pay 5 to 10% of your revenue to the franchisor. This will eat in your already laser-thin profit margin. Remember, we have only 10 to 20% profit margin. So your profit margin would probably disappear like the bubbles in Coca-Cola. Better be careful. So what's my verdict? Laundromats are not scams. However, they are boring and stable business that requires quite some capital. Yes, laundromats are recession-proof, so everyone still needs to wash their clothes during a recession. But it's not going to make you rich fast. If you love the idea of a slow but predictable income, and you don't mind doing repairs, this is fine. But remember, laundromats are not the idea which you can have passive income and get rich fast, or else the reality would spin you dry. If you like this kind of no-nonsense analysis of the hottest business ideas, subscribe now. We're going to dissect the business trends and the hype ideas to prevent you from wasting time and money before you decide to invest. So what kind of money printing business ideas you want me to analyze next? Car wash? Vending machine? Leave me in the comments below. See you next time.